Hey everyone, I want to talk about what it's like losing parents to a cult known as Jehovah's Witnesses, as you can tell by the title of this video, and suffering from depression. When I first left the Jehovah's Witnesses, let me fix that. When I first left the Jehovah's Witnesses, I got a lot of mixed feelings. Anyone that had left can confirm this. And I know there's a lot out there that are going to watch this, so I want to know your comments, what emotions you felt. I know there's a lot of frustration and stuff like that, but I want to know what your feelings were when you left, how you felt, how you dealt with it, and all that. So when I left, it hurt. I miss my parents more than anything. I know my mom and dad and my family are going to watch this. I know they're going to see this, but I want to address this. I want to address the fact that it sucks. It sucks trying to become something you don't want to be, but you're forced to because of what a cult tells you to tell your family what you can and can't be in your life. You wind up losing everything. And that's what I did. Yeah, sure, you can choose to leave the Jehovah's Witnesses, but as soon as you do that, you lose everything. And it's one of the most painful things. And especially for coming from a kid, like, if they're like first generation Jehovah's Witnesses, which a lot of them are, if you're a kid and you have to leave because your parents forced you to leave because of the cult telling you that, well, it sucks. Like I said, it sucks. But I get it. I understand it. I understand why they are the way they are. They're programmed to act a certain way and are controlled to be a certain way. And my pastor had given me some helpful advice that I actually do agree with this. A lot of people like being controlled. It may seem weird, but I always didn't understand why people like being controlled until, again, my pastor told me. And then when I left, I'm like, okay, I'll find my own beliefs. I want to find my own beliefs and find my own faith in life, my own path. I already didn't want to be a Jehovah's Witness to begin with when I lived with my parents, as I've said, but I had no choice. So, not only when I was just left and lost everything, lost my family, lost my friends due to a cult, the Jehovah's Witnesses, but on top of all that, I'm pushing myself to, it's like a physical aspect of it, on a physical level, on a physical surface. I have to do something to keep busy. And it's kind of like in a spiritual sense. I wanted to keep finding something, but I kept forcing myself into the situation that didn't work for me. So it just kept making me more depressed. And it kept triggering a lot of things. It didn't help at all. Keep trying to force myself to want to find something to believe in. I didn't give myself enough time. So I'm left here with nothing. I didn't feel like God was around me. I didn't feel like He was ever there for me. And it makes a lot of sense. It didn't matter what day of the week or what weather it was, what seasonal weather it was. If I tried to believe in Him, I got sick. And I'm going to be straight up on it. I used to have a lot of health problems living with my parents. And it makes a lot of sense. It's because I was being forced to become something I didn't want to be. And then, again, as I've mentioned, leaving on top of that, trying to force myself to find something else to believe in. I just kept going into one thing after another, like, okay, maybe I'll be this, maybe I'll be an agnostic. I thought I would turn to as an atheist. So it just kept feeding into my depression. It kept destroying it even more, and it kept destroying my faith even more. I didn't give myself enough time to find something that I wanted to believe in. And looking back at it now, ever since I left, I found paganism. It actually came to me, but I guess I didn't quite see it in front of me. Tried Buddhism. I like Buddhism, though, for the belief system it stands for, and believing in love, and love for everything and all that stuff, what it stands for. But it didn't fit right with me. And I collect, a lot of you may know, I collect crystals. I don't know why I found them so fascinating, but I did. I was just drawn to them, so I liked them. And that's what pagans believe. They are into rituals and crystals and herbs and chakras and metaphysical stuff and all that. Unfortunately, there's a bad side of paganism and being a Wiccan and all that. But I stay away from that side because that's not who I am. Finding something to believe in was always one of the hardest things for me. Because also, again, being on top of it, being a Jehovah's Witness, to become something you're not, only because your parents tell you, it sucks. So I'll admit this. I miss my mom and dad. I know a lot of my family are going to be watching this video. I want them to know that being told, being that controlled without realizing it by a cult, it sucks. For my sake anyway, seeing it, how they're being controlled and manipulated and brainwashed to give up their own flesh and blood just to become something they're not. With nothing there, that paradise isn't really an actual thing. It's just an excuse when you die. They just want to take your money. That's what it's all about. But unfortunately, they're too brainwashed to see it. So I guess I could never understood why they were that way. And it sucks. Looking at it now, seeing it, it sucks. But I had to do it for my own mental health and my own well-being. So, like I said, when I left, when I was basically forced to leave, I mostly did it for myself when I left. And it's been a little better than 5 years now. So anyone out there watching this, take your time on finding what you want to believe. When it shows up for you, let that be your faith. Don't let a cult tell you what you can and can't be. That's not what it should be about. It shouldn't be based on that much control. Maybe a little bit being controlled is a good thing, I guess, like my pastor said. But that much control in a cult, well, you're ruining people's lives that way. You're destroying lives, you're destroying your family's lives, mentally and all that. So I know my parents are going to see this. I know my family's going to see this. So I want to put that out there. That it's sad that they don't see they're being controlled and all that other stuff. I found what I believe that makes me happy. Just because you have something you believe in doesn't mean you have to push it on other people. So that's my intake. And that's my source of surface for it all. And I had to collect my thoughts. I'm still a little iffy and wary on making this video. So if you enjoy this video, I'm not trying to make it a depressing video. I just want to give my insight on this all. So if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, hoping mostly positive comments. Let me know what kind of feelings you had when you left the Jehovah's Witnesses and all that stuff. And if you're new as an ex-Jehovah's Witness, or even if you left another cult and found this video uplifting in a sense, I hope this helped you. Again, leave me a comment, like this video, share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any social media you use that's the most appealing to you. With that being said, if you want me to make more videos like this, again, leave a like and a comment. Wow, I sound like an actual YouTuber. Leave a like and a comment, and maybe I'll make more like this. And with that being said, if I've left out anything, it'll be in the description. I will see you guys in the next one.